What if you could turn the busiest shopping season of the entire year into your biggest affiliate payday? Well, today I'm sharing the strategies that top affiliates use to make more money in December without burning out, without posting nonstop or trying to guess what might work. If you want a simple plan to increase your holiday affiliate commissions, this episode is for you. If you're ready to take your affiliate program and your business to the next level, well, you're in the right place. I'm Matt McWilliams, best-selling author and 4-time affiliate manager of the year, and I've built dozens of affiliate programs from the ground up to over $1 million a month. I'm here to show you how you can do it too. Let's get started. All right, we are officially in the holiday season right now, and if you're like most affiliates that I know, this is either the time of year that you cash in big or the time of year you end up just kind of sitting on the sidelines. It's like, okay, you know what? I'm overwhelmed. I don't know what to promote. And so you end up missing out on some of the easiest sales that you'll make all year because it's just easier. You know what? It's the end of the year. It's the holidays. I'm just going to take the time off. And if you're in a position to do that financially, that's great. But if you're not, and you really want to cash in, like I said, this is the time of year where you can make, even just over the next couple of weeks, you can make, 15 to 30%, sometimes as much as 50% of your entire annual commissions in like a 2-week span. And let me just put this into perspective. For many companies, 50 to 60% of their annual revenue comes in the month of December. That means there is money flying everywhere right now. But here's the deal. Just being there, like, well, I have affiliate links, just existing during the holidays does not guarantee you're actually going to make more. You've actually got to put in a little bit of the effort. And so if you want to turn this holiday season into a big win, both financially and strategically, you need a plan and you need to be smart about it. So today I'm going to share 21, I'm going to kind of go through these pretty quick, but these are easy ways to max out your holiday affiliate income. And these are tips you can use immediately. These are not like things that there's 21. And normally I say, hey, pick 2 or 3. Actually, today I'm going to say, you can do all 21 or at least 15 of them. These are not someday strategies. These are real things you can put into practice. Like they take a day to put into practice. These are actionable things that you can put into practice right now. So whether you're just starting out as an affiliate, maybe you're already earning some good commissions, this is your chance to level up. This is your chance to show your audience show up for your audience in a meaningful way and finish the year strong, which is going to set you up for a great next year as well. Some of these tips are going to surprise you. Some of these you may have never heard before, and some of them are going to feel like, oh, duh, right? Like these are just reminders, but all of them work. I have used them all myself, and I have coached hundreds of affiliates through them, and I have seen what happens when you go all in on the holidays, when you go all in with the right mindset, with the right tools. And affiliate managers, do not skip this episode. I want you to do 2 things. Number 1, I want you to listen so that you learn how your affiliates can max out over the next couple of weeks, and maybe share 1 or 2 of these a day with them. Or maybe just share this episode with them. So either way, affiliate manager, grab a notepad, let's take some notes, write these down, quick hitters, and put them into practice today. I don't want you to just listen and nod your head and go, those are great ideas, cool, and then not use them. I want you to put them into practice today. So here's what I'll say. If you're not going to put these into practice, if you know already, this is weird. I'm like, let's ruin my stats, right? If you know, I'm not going to put those into practice right now. It's too late during the holidays. I'm not going to do any of this. Anyway, just go ahead and click on pause. And I want you to set a reminder for November 1st of next year to listen to this episode so that you can put these into practice for next year. But if you think, you know what, I do want to make some extra money this holiday season, then keep playing this episode because it's going to help you do that. So let's jump in. All right, the very first thing is a boring one, but it is absolutely critical, and that's to keep a daily promo tracker. The reality is this time of year, there's a lot of short-term promos. There's a lot of 3-day promos, weekend promos, week-long promos, 1-day promos, 4-hour promos. I've run those. And if you want to really get the best out of the season, you need to start tracking what you're promoting every single day. It sounds pretty basic, but most affiliates fly blind. So put together a very simple spreadsheet, because none of what I'm going to say after this is even doable if you don't do this one thing. Simple spreadsheet, Google Doc, something like that, right? It could be on your calendar, it could be in Asana, but I would use a Google Doc. That's what I've traditionally used for this. What email are you sending? What product are you promoting? What are the details of those promos? And I'll have, maybe here are my 3 promos that I could possibly do this day. And let's say that there are 3 things I want to promote between Monday and Wednesday of this week. And product A runs Monday through Wednesday. Product B runs Tuesday and Wednesday. And product C is only for Monday. Well, that makes it really easy to determine what's the order there. I'm going to promote C on Monday, B on Tuesday, and A on Wednesday. Makes it really easy. So you can see everything that's going on. And then I track throughout what emails worked, what social posts worked, what's actually working, what's not in real time. And you're going to catch some missed opportunities. You're going to avoid promoting the same thing multiple times or at the wrong time. And you're going to stay way more strategic. Plus, when the season is over, you're going to have the roadmap of what to reuse next year. Hey, let's say they're in that example, A and B crushed it and C was a dud. Well, next year. And it's don't promote C next year. Promote A and B though. And, so in that case, let's say the exact same scenario presents itself. Again, if I remember correctly, what I just said, A was Monday through Wednesday, B was Tuesday and Wednesday, and C was only on Monday. And I said C was a dud. Okay, then what I'll probably do is promote A on Monday and Wednesday and B on Tuesday. Or maybe A on Monday, Tuesday, and B on Wednesday. Something like that, right? Because I'm eliminating C because it was a dud. But I don't know that if I don't track it. The second thing from a promotional standpoint here is create a holiday gift guide. This is one of the most effective affiliate tools during the holidays. People are desperate for ideas. And if you put together this curated holiday gift guide, so if your audience is dads of, let's say your audience is grandparents. Let's make it more specific, grandfathers. Here's the holiday gift guide for grandfathers. It could be a blog post, could be an email, could be a PDF, could be as simple as a carousel of Instagram stories if you got the right audience for that. And you organize it by category. If you've got a couple of audiences, put together a couple of these. 3 audiences, put together 3 of them. It could even be by price, like best, gifts for dads under $25. That audience is typically going to be younger people who still want to buy a gift for their dad, but don't have a 6-figure income yet. And then include your affiliate links. And, put why you love each product. If you have that, just make it easy for them to pick the right stuff. That's what your audience knows, likes, and trusts you. Your guide gives them exactly what they need. And you can earn from multiple things and they get to pick. And it's instead of promoting one thing, you promote 15 things, make it a reasonable number. Typically 10 to 20 is the right number. If it's across price points, make it across price points. Don't say this is the ultimate holiday gift guide and then only have stuff that's under $50. No, have some things that are over a few $100s. And it's a great way to earn some extra commissions. Number 3, do a 12 days of deals countdown. Now this goes back to that spreadsheet. You got to have over the course of these 12 days, there need to be 12 different deals and you create some sort of a theme around them. I typically run these from about December 10th through December 21st. That's 12 days. That gives us exactly, I think that's 12 days. Yeah, that's 12 days. Is that? I can't remember. I think that's 12 days. Yeah. So, around then, and it usually puts the last one with the last shipping deadline for guaranteed shipping by Christmas. And so it just allows you to continually update it. The cool thing is if day 1 if that deal is still valid on day 7 and somebody comes there and they click on it, you make money. So the key is just consistency and clarity. Like, you have to actually promote something each of the 12 days, tease it a little bit, and make it something that people are looking forward to each day. Like, if you're sending an email, send the email at 8 a.m. Eastern time every single day, or better yet, make it like a weird time. I'm going to send this email at 8:25 a.m. every single day for these 12 days. Number 4, when you get down to that deadline, so this is something you can put in like easy. When you get down to December 22nd, sometimes you can find something on December 22nd that they still guarantee shipping by Christmas Eve. Especially with the expedited shipping. But sometime around then, 22nd, 23rd, 24th, start promoting digital products. As Christmas, it's a day or two away, people panic because they can't get physical gifts in time. And that's where affiliate offers for things like memberships and courses and subscriptions, downloads, that's where those stand out, because there's no shipping, instant delivery. You solve a problem and make a sale. So start promoting things those last few days, highlight the last minute angle in your messaging. And it sounds kind of weird because, like, I personally have never given away anything digital that I know of for Christmas, but actually I can't say what it is because of who is in my office right now, but there is something digital for certain people in our family who are young. Anyway, I'll just leave it at that. And that is like a digital gift, but we've already purchased it. So it's kind of, in advance. So it's kind of weird. But again, we could have purchased that on December 24th and it wouldn't have made a difference. Number 5, bonuses. I've talked about bonuses so often. Sometimes it doesn't require a discount to get people to buy. Sometimes a well-placed bonus is enough. And if you're promoting something, add something extra. Maybe it's a short guide, a video walkthrough, a checklist, a Zoom Q&A. Just keep it simple, make it valuable, and make it exclusive. Again, we've talked about this so many times, but people sometimes forget to apply it to the holiday stuff. But bonuses create urgency. They increase perceived value. They set you apart from other affiliates who are promoting the same thing. So if people go bonus shopping and they find your offer and it's a good one, you make the sale. Number 6 is something I touched on a little bit earlier, and that is segmenting your audience for targeted offers. Your audience is not one size fits all, generally speaking. Sometimes it is. Like, if you truly have, grandfathers, entrepreneurial grandfathers as your audience, that's a pretty one size fits all audience for the most part. But, generally speaking, if your audience is like parents, some parents are shopping for their kids. Some are single professional. Some are single parents. Some are, divorced parents. Some are married. Some want big ticket items. Some want practical deals. So segment your list as much as possible. You don't have to overcomplicate this. Even basic segmentation based on past purchases, if they bought stuff of yours. Segmentation based on past clicks. Using tags in your system like, hey, people who clicked this are more likely to want to do this. Even that, like, just basic segmentation can really help. The more relevant your offer feels, the more likely people are to buy. And this is how I've seen top affiliates really increase their conversions without necessarily promoting more. Because they can promote 4 different things to 4 different audiences instead of promoting 4 different things to their entire audience, when pretty much they're going to get about the same number of sales, but instead each of those audience members only got 1 or 2 messages instead of 4. And so they actually made more sales because they weren't sending irrelevant things to the wrong people. And so what I mean is, like, if you send a bunch of stuff that's irrelevant, then they'll ignore the 4th message. If you send 3 things that are irrelevant, they'll ignore the 4th. So you're not making less sales of all those things. You make no sales of the 4th thing, which is the one thing that they would have purchased. So segmenting really helps here. Number 7, Use urgency the right way. We know this, urgency sells. I've said so many times, nothing moves people like a deadline, but only if it's real. So fake countdowns, false scarcity actually reduce trust. So you want to use authentic urgency. Real shipping deadlines are true. If the 18th is the last day to guarantee shipping in the lower 48 states, and you send a message on that day, that is a true statement. Does it mean that if they order on the 19th, it might not get there by Christmas Eve? It might, but you're taking a chance. The final day of a sale is the final day of a sale. If the sale truly does end at midnight, use that. And then when you take that urgency and bonuses, you can double dip. And so if you have a 3-day promo, you announce it on day 1, you add a bonus on day 2, maybe make that bonus only for that day, and then have the actual sale deadline the next day. And so now you have three hits instead of that typical second day dip. And that's what you're looking for. Number 8 is a holiday giveaway. Giveaways are a great list builder, of course. They're a great way to grow your social media audience. So pair up, like if you're sending an email to your audience about the giveaway, then maybe the way to enter is to follow you on Instagram. So now you turn hundreds of your Instagram or your email subscribers into new Instagram followers. Maybe it's to sign up for your email list if it's, for others. And so use the giveaway. There's all kinds of apps now, like King Sumo is a WordPress plugin. It works really well. And so you can say like, okay, you enter to win the giveaway. But then if you refer somebody, you get another entry. If you follow on Instagram, you get another entry. If you follow on Facebook, you get another. If you follow on X, you get another. If you, if you subscribe to the email list, you get another. So you can increase your odds of winning the giveaway. So these are great during the holidays, especially because people are, looking for those holiday giveaways. Again, just add some energy. It doesn't need to be a huge prize. Like the ones that have worked for me have typically been, $100 to $200 values. The reason why that's been a good sweet spot is it's not outlandish where people feel like they have no chance of winning it. Because when you give away something worth like $5,000 and they just feel like they have no chance. So I have found that the sweet spot, like if I do $5,000, then maybe I'll get, 2,000 to 3,000 subscribers. If I do a $200 giveaway, I'll get 1,200 to 1,400 subscribers. So if you look at dollar per subscriber, I mean, I'm paying, for a $200 gift, and I get, even if I get 1,000, I'm paying, what's the math on that? 20 cents per subscriber versus a $5,000 gift. Even if I get 5,000, I'm paying $1 per subscriber, and they're definitely lower quality, to be clear, but it's a numbers game. If I get 1,000, where the average subscriber is, say, a grade C, well, there's some A's in there. And maybe 400 of those people will still be on my list in a year. Whereas if I go out and, get the 400 and just the 400, then we're in the same boat. So holiday giveaways work really well. Number 9. Repurpose old content, but add a little holiday flair. You don't need to start from scratch here. If you've got really good holiday content, really good affiliate content, like a review, just go add a little holiday twist to it for a month. Add a gift idea intro, add a little holiday twist, even just as simple as like updating the image and saying that it makes a great gift, or mentioning holiday shipping deadlines. Like, look at the posts that have worked really well in the past, copy them, but add Santa Claus. Most of the people didn't see it when you promoted it 9 months ago anyway. And even if they did, now they're actually ready to buy because it makes a great gift. And even if they did see it 9 months ago, they don't remember that you promoted it 9 months ago. We think that too often, like, well, I promoted that 9 months ago. That's too often. Your audience doesn't remember. Like, no offense, but you are not that important or that deep to them. They don't remember what you promoted 3 minutes ago, let alone, 9 months ago. There's too much noise. So repurposing old content is a great way of not having to put in a ton of work, but still capitalizing on that holiday vibe. Number 10, Instagram Reels and TikToks. I mean, short form video is crushing it right now. It is perfect for affiliate marketing. You don't need to dance. You don't need to go viral. Just show the product in use, explain why you love it, share a quick gift tip, and that is it. Like, these platforms love consistent posting. So aim for like 3 to 5 of these per week during the holiday season. Keep it casual, keep it fun, right? You don't need to be perfect. Just show up and stay visible in this crowded feed. And so your stuff's going to stand out, because how many videos are they watching where it's giving them the perfect holiday gift? How many videos are they watching where it shows them exactly what to buy? And and by the way, the deadline to get this delivered by Christmas is tonight, so buy now. Like, you're going to stand out. Number 11 is to really lean into your personal story. I want you to really focus on sharing your own story with the product. Affiliate marketing works best when it's personal. I talked about it earlier with the gift guides. People want to know what works for you. What are you using? What are you buying? What are you recommending? What problem did it solve for you? Why are you recommending it? People trust you more than some faceless brands. So don't hide behind the swipe copy. Don't hide behind generic, advertising, right? Snap a photo of you using the product, record a short video like we talked about, a short story, write a short story in an email. You're not just promoting, you're putting your stamp of endorsement, and that carries a lot of weight this time of year, because people are bombarded with choices and they're usually panicking because, if you think about it, in a given month, how many gifts do you buy? The answer for me, because my wife does all of the gift shopping, so the answer for me is not very many, like one. So in our anniversary month, I buy one, maybe, I might buy 2 gifts, but it's for the same person. So I'm shopping for one person. Our kids' birthdays are apart, so a couple then. Mom's birthday, sister's birthday, I'm buying an average of 2 gifts a month in the other 11 months. In Christmas, people are buying 100, because we got teachers, fellow coaches, co-workers, bosses, if you have clients, blah, 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 your cousins, their kids, like you got the big family Christmas, then you got you're buying hundreds of gifts. So it can be very panicky. So this is the time of year when people are looking for that personal story. They're looking for your recommendation. They want you to make it easy for them. So make it easy for them. Number 12, double down on email. Email converts better than any other channel, especially during the holidays. But you've got to mail more often. And you've got to give them reasons to click, reasons to buy. Again, we talked about the gift guides, the bonuses, the last chance reminders. Mix it up with some storytelling and some helpful content, so it's not just buy, 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 buy. It's not just buy, buy, buy. Ooh, I got to work that in. I think that's NSYNC. I can't remember. I think it's NSYNC. Either them or the Backstreet Boys. Some of y'all are mad at me, like, it's NSYNC. It was 1998. It was this album. I'm like, I don't know that. But mix it up a little bit, right? You don't just have every email be about buying. Make sure you send to unopened. If it's a 4-day promo, I will typically send to the whole list on day 1, and then I might make the next 2 just about unopens, and then I'll send to the whole list on day 4. Try some different subject lines. I'm not a big fan of emojis and subject lines, but adding a Christmas emoji, holiday type emoji, it's been proven that it does work. I don't use them, but it's been proven to work. Maybe I should. So that's something to keep in mind. And again, be mailing at least 4 times a week during this season, preferably just about every day. And you can get away with also emailing multiple times in a day, especially this time of year. Number 13 is create best of lists. Now, this is a little bit different from what I talked about earlier with the holiday gift guide. This is like the best products of, this year, right? This is, the top 10, my top 10 favorite widgets of this year, right? And it makes it really easy to scan. It feels curated, which it is. It simplifies the decision-making process for people. Again, these make good blog posts, good reels, good emails. You write it, you include a short review, you highlight your top pick. If you promoted these before, promote them again. You know, a lot of the best products of 2023 are going to be the same as the best products of 2026. The best products of 2025 are going to be the same as 2024. So it also performs really well in search, by the way. It makes it, if you can get your blog post up early enough, I do recommend. This is something where you can't go back in time, depending upon when you're listening to this. But if you can get these posts up in like mid-October, you're more likely to rank higher. So it makes it easy to get some possible new customers in, people who aren't just already on your email list. Number 14, record a what I'm buying video. So give your audience a little peek behind the curtain. Let them in on your life, like just a casual, here's what I'm buying this year. You know, I'm buying this thing and this thing. Whether you're giving them to your spouse, your kids, your team, your friends, whatever, these work so great. They're just so authentic. They're so relatable, which works really well on YouTube and Instagram stories, TikToks, like even a casual email. Again, we've talked about this throughout the episode. What we're allowing people to do is to shortcut their own decision-making process. Give them a cheat sheet. It's kind of like window shopping with a friend who actually knows what they're doing is really what this is. And if what do you call those, personal shoppers? It's like having a personal shopper. So it just shortcuts that decision-making process, which is what we all want. We don't want to have to think through it. And yes, there's AI and that can help. But if I follow you and I know, like, and trust you, and you recommend product A and AI says product B is a little bit better, but product A is pretty good too, then the deal breaker, the tiebreaker, I should say, is, well, you said product A. So who cares what AI says? This person I followed for 3 years says product A, I'm going to buy product A. Number 15 is a great way of just increasing average order size and getting more out of, just getting more from one thing, which is to stack affiliate offers together. So instead of always just promoting one product at a time, try bundling complementary products into a single post, into a single email. So, one example that I saw recently was the perfect evening wind down kit. So this was in a suggestion for husbands for their wives. And it had things like, a couple of candles, like one of those nighttime teas, a journal, some cozy socks, bubble bath stuff, bath bombs, whatever those things are called. And it was like the perfect kit. And it was like, here's how you buy them all. And so you could put together, and it showed you how to put it together for your spouse for about $75. And I was like, that's a pretty cool affiliate thing. Here's the deal. This particular person was not using affiliate links. And I was like, oh my gosh, how are they not using affiliate links for these things? It's ridiculous. I saw one the other day. It was 5 essentials for every entrepreneur. And it was basically, things that you could get them for Christmas. And so it adds more value. Again, it shortcuts the decision-making process. Instead of just saying the top 10 gifts for entrepreneurs, it's like, here's the entrepreneur's bundle. Here's the evening wind down bundle, which I just thought of it. When I'm saying the word wind down, it sounds like I'm saying wine and then down. That person needs to add like wine to that list. That's perfect. And so, yeah, you end up making more money because they're buying multiple things because it's like, well, this is a part of a kit. This is a part of a bundle that I should buy all of them. And you can tie your bonuses to that. If you buy everything in this kit, send me your receipts and you'll get this thing, So with the evening wind down kit for husbands to buy for their wives, it might be like, 10 things that you like, free gifts that you can do, here, give her this kit and then encourage her over the next 52 weeks to use the wind down kit, but add, a massage, add, cooking dinner, add such and such, like, oh, you bought these candles, so now use them, things like that. Number 16, deadline days. You've got to really hit your audience on deadline days and use the scarcity. Sales in, shipping cutoffs hit, and your audience forgets. So make sure you send lots of emails about deadlines. Make the subject lines very simple. Ends tonight. Sale ends tonight. Final day. Post on, stories. Resend emails. Like, people need nudges. And at this time of year, you're not being annoying, you're being helpful. During the holidays, most people are distracted and busy, and your job is to keep the good stuff in front of them. So don't think, I can't send another email. No, not this time of year. In the middle of March, yeah, sure, you're being annoying. Please stop. But this time of year, most of the time, what I hear is like, thank you. Thank you for the reminder. All right, number 17 is one I sort of touched on earlier, but I want to dig a little bit deeper here, and that's flash bonuses. All right, flash bonuses. 24 hours, 6 hours, 8 hours. Anything that adds urgency and excitement. It could be a bonus PDF, a quick video guide, a limited time discount. Add something where it's like, buy through my link by this time and get this bonus. And then make sure you're adding a countdown timer if you're using it in email or if you're creating a page. Again, you want to create a valid reason to act now instead of waiting, because the thing is, if you send an email on a Tuesday and the sale runs through Thursday, I need to create a reason for them to buy now. And why do they need to buy? Why can't they just wait till Thursday? Why can't they buy tomorrow? Because they won't. They're not going to. Most people aren't going to buy tomorrow. They are going to buy now, or they're not going to buy at all. And so we want to introduce anything scarce, like a limited time bonus that we can get them to buy now, while they have the email open, while they're in line at the grocery store, while they have it open on their desktop, while their kid is in, like, all these things that can get in the way of them buying right now. We want to interrupt, want to short circuit the distractions. We want to make them buy right now. Number 18 is just testimonials, real customers' testimonials. This breaks up the emails and the messages just saying, I like this product, go buy it. I like this product, go buy it. This product is amazing, go buy it, go buy it, go buy it, go buy it. You don't have to be the only voice. Share what others are saying, whether it's screenshots of reviews or DMs from happy customers, any type of testimonials, any type of social proof that makes your promotion more credible. Even if it's not your audience, like, you don't have to be people that, bought through you. Seeing someone else rave about a product builds trust. And if you can, ask your audience to tag you when they buy or when they use the product, and then repost them. Take screenshots. Let your community sell for you. If you do that, that is more powerful than any marketing copy you could possibly write. The most creative that I've ever gotten. And I mean, I wrote nearly 100 ads for a client the other day. I mean, literally, I created 50 images, and they're good. And some of these ads are like really, really good. Some of them are total bombs, as that's always the case. That's a great thing about marketing, is I only have to be right 2% of the time to be successful. And thankfully, I'm right about 30% of the time, because the unsuccessful stuff runs for a few days and then we tank it. That successful stuff runs possibly for as much as like 3 years, and we make money every day. And so I wrote like 100 ads with, 30 to 50 images. And none of them are as good as a great testimonial. Not a single one of them. Number 19 is to partner up with another affiliate. So it's a great time of year to do things together. It's that season, right? Where you team up, promote your favorite deals. You can do joint lives and podcast swaps, cross-post to each other's list and audiences. This expands your list. It's a great way to grow your audience while making more sales. And it's fun. It's fun. It builds trust. You get access to those new audiences. Just make sure that your styles match, that you're both promoting, relevant things, high value offers. And like I said, that your styles match so that it's not weird for both of you. I just touched on this, but number 20 is to go live. Go live with limited time offers. So live video creates urgency. It creates authenticity. And whether it's a Facebook Live, Instagram Live, YouTube, whatever, walk your audience through the deal. Show them the product in action. Share why you love it. Answer questions. These questions not only crush sales live, but they become the questions you can answer in email and in other social media posts. So what I like to do is, tease it for about a day in advance. And I'll have like our clients, send out a thing the day before and say, okay, 2 p.m. tomorrow, 2 p.m. Eastern tomorrow, we're going live. And there's going to be a special bonus for those of you who are on live. You do not want to miss this. And it truly is like if they go live at 2 and they do a 15-minute live, we'll say, submit your receipt by 2:30. We'll give them like a little bit of time to complete the order and get it in. But submit it by 2:30 and you get this special thing. And then we'll send a video, an email right after. We've already pre-written it. It's ready to go. Once everything's saved, on YouTube, it typically takes a few minutes after. So like 2:45, we'll queue up the email and we'll send it and say, hey, there's a special bonus for those of you who order before the end of the day. And so, it's a different bonus. It's not quite as valuable as the one that was live, but there's still something. And these work really, really well for creating that urgency and scarcity. And then lastly, the thing is, like sales don't stop at Christmas. People still shop, whether they're using gift cards or returning things or looking for deals. So run an end of year roundup. I sort of touched on this earlier, but it was more for, pre-Christmas. This is something to run after Christmas. Now, again, it's best done if you start writing this in October and publish the early parts of it in October, just from an SEO standpoint, because now you can attract new people into your audience. But, do a roundup. Year in review, top products of the year, highlight bestsellers, highlight your personal favorites. And so it's a really easy way, kind of a classy way to close a wild season, but it's also a way to offer one last round of value before you shift into New Year's content. So some sort of a end of year roundup works really well. So there you have it, 21 practical, very easy to implement, completely proven ways to make more money as an affiliate this holiday season. Now, here's the thing. Most affiliates aren't going to do even one of these. And if they do, they're going to do it like accidentally. Most affiliates are definitely not going to do more than 3 of these things. But you're, where are we, 40 minutes in almost now? You stuck around to the end. That tells me you're serious. You're not just playing a game here. You are here to win the affiliate game. So pick as many of these strategies, whichever ones feel the most doable, that you feel like I can do these in the next 48 hours and do them. Do not wait. The window is short and it closes faster than you think. If you have questions, you can text me at 260-217-4619. I am here to help. I also want to hear how you're doing. Like if you implement these and some of them work, tell me. Again, text me, 260-217-4619. If you need a warm-up guide for your audience, and this applies all year long, so you should grab it anyway for next year, go grab the affiliate promo warm-up guide. I'll put a link to that in the show notes. It's mattmcwilliams.com/affiliate warm-up. Go grab that guide and learn how to warm your audience up. And if this episode helped you, we're in the giving season. The best thing you can give me is just to take a moment, 30 seconds, leave a rating and review wherever you're listening. It helps more than you know. Another great gift you can give is if you know somebody who could use this episode, go share it with them. Tell them about it. Tell them about the podcast. And lastly, make sure you hit subscribe if you haven't so you don't miss any of the upcoming episodes. I'm going to be back next week with a special episode. I've got predictions for the affiliate marketing industry next year that you do not want to miss. Okay, I've got some big stuff to share in that one. So until then, go take action. The opportunity is there over the next few weeks, so go make it happen. I'll see you on the next episode. Thank you so much for listening today. If you know someone who would benefit from hearing this episode, make sure to share it with them. And if you have a question, you can ask it at asktheaffiliateguy.com. Questions make my best episode, and it's a great way to get featured right here on the podcast. And if you're loving what you're hearing, please take a moment to leave a rating and review. That helps others find this content so we can all benefit from it. See you soon.